Hey guys, what's up? Starting something new here. This is the bigger picture and my new video newsletter. I'm writing the newsletter since more than 2 years now, every Friday, and I thought maybe bring in some more juice and some more action. So here's it now, also with video. This is Yosemite National Park, and I visited the park for the third time this weekend, and it was so beautiful. If you've never been, you gotta go. It's the most beautiful park in the world, hands down. But let's start from the beginning and how we got there, because I also have a couple of interesting marketing learnings and cool takeaways for you guys. Not only talk about the hiking out here. So it all started. We drove up there 6 hours, and 6 hours driving means a lot of podcasts to listen to. And I want to recommend one podcast I recently found. It's Open Residency by a guy named Mark Brazil. Um, he's an entrepreneur, creator, lives in Los Angeles. I met him 2 weeks ago for the first time in person, and we actually have we had a little full circle moment. So back in the day in Germany, when we had our second office, we needed some visualization, and you guys know I'm a big fan of visual statements, of just like manifesting goals through visual stuff. If you check out our office here in Los Angeles, it's also full of inspiring quotes and all that. And back then I found his company called Iconic, and they did IP licensing, and they did Monopoly art. But back then they didn't ship to Europe. It was, I don't know, like maybe 2018, 17 or so. So I thought, hey, why don't we do our own version of that? And basically, we made customized Monopoly signs for ourselves, for our brand, for BDX. Let me see if I find it here somewhere. Yeah, this is what it looked like in the office. And basically, to be honest, we stole his design or his ideas and created our own version of it. But I think there's also a famous quote of a good good artist's copy, and world famous artist steal also. So when I told Mark that when we met in person, he was he took it easy and said like, hey, it's so cool that he spread the word, and his designs and his ideas went even to the furthest, smallest towns out in East Germany. So that's just a small anecdote I wanted to share with you guys. So yeah, but back to the story. I met Mark at this amazing venue called Lighthouse Campus. It's a private membership club here in Los Angeles. Let me see if I find it out here. And it's a place only for creators. So only if you are an active creator, and if you shoot something, if you are on YouTube, Instagram, and whatever, you're allowed to enter and participate. It looks so beautiful, and we will probably team up with them and do an event together. So I met him there, and he just finished recording a podcast episode of his podcast Open Residency. And in that podcast was a guy I also knew for a long time, and probably most of you guys have seen a content piece of him, because he's the genius behind the brands of Alex Hormozy and Gary Vaynerchuk. His name is Caleb Ralston, and if you want to listen to one podcast in the next 4 weeks, it should be exactly this one. I learned so much from it, and I tried to listen to it when I was running, but I couldn't run as I had to stop all the time to take notes. It was wild, and I had a couple of learnings I think that are very interesting for you guys as well, if you work on a brand side, if you're creators yourself. And one thing he said, intense growth opportunity for Instagram right now is Instagram trial reels. If you haven't heard about this, it's actually not too new. I think they released it already in December or so. But basically how it's working, it's just in your regular feed, but or you schedule them as your regular posts as well. But the trial reels won't get to your audience and to your followers. They will be only suggested to people who don't follow you yet. So I think there's a huge growth potential. We tried it ourselves in June already. It worked so, but I believe there's so much more juice in it. And basically, one hack I want to share is you should post the 10 best performing reels of your account, of your brand, just again and recycle them, because they will get to a new audience. It's free reach. So definitely check this out. Another thing I wanted to share, maybe if you're following me on Instagram or BDX, you saw that we doing a lot of these carousel posts here. And my observation is that Instagram creates more and more their own world of an internet. So let's say back then, when the internet was new, or in the 2000s, 2010s, there were a lot of there were a lot of blogs, new websites, and all that. And slowly but surely, everything goes more to these platforms. So these platforms are your fully news outlet. Let me give you an example. There's one website here called SoCals. It's Southern California locals. And then another example from Germany. It's Köln ist cool. It means Cologne is cool. So basically what they do, they create their news outlet here with headlines. It's reminds yourself a little bit as a Fox News or a Bild Zeitung. So you see all these headlines, very very intense, but you get the message, and you don't have to leave the platform at all. And of course, Instagram likes that. So here a couple more ideas of how they do it. It's basically a news outlet. So how can you profit from that, and what can you do about it? We started doing that ourselves and giving away these free kind of like playbooks or carousel posts, where we put in a lot of work. Like one of these posts takes like 2 or 3 hours to create, and we just give away knowledge. So this creates more touch points with your audience. It creates knowledge sharing. You will be seen as a thought leader, and also the insights. People will save the post, people will share the post with their friends, with their colleagues, and all that. So it's very, very helpful. Definitely check that out. Let me go back through my Yosemite trip. So I was hiking there, and basically it's a perfect storm. So 6 hours driving, intake of podcast, a lot of education, and then you go back to the nature, and you can all process everything. If you're hiking and raw dogging like 6 hours, 10 hours, I'm always a long hike guy. You will have a lot of learnings. I'm not a brain a brain doctor, or so, but basically, well, how I remember it, if your brain isn't too active, it can process, and you get the best ideas. It's the same thing as if you're in the railway, or if you're under the shower, you get the best ideas. So I got so many great takeaways, and also basically the idea for this video I'm doing right now. Another thing I want to share and also wrap it with that is a Netflix series I saw. It's called Untamed, and it plays, how convenient, in Yosemite National Park. It's a murder mystery, but the pictures are just incredible and so beautiful. So check it out if you want to see some cool content, some beautiful scenery of this amazing park here. And with that, I'm gonna leave you guys. Just a quick sum up. So check out Instagram Reels, check out Instagram trial reels, check out Instagram carousel posts or Instagram playbooks, and this beautiful Netflix series. See you next week, and let me know if you like it.